and barley that reminded me of a Doberman marking its territory. What an exquisite palate tingler for this D-minus student. When I put the bottle in my mouth, pap! It did not open, and these two teeth broke off. Blood! And my buddy Jim Kane goes, dude, those are twist off.
Well, someone could tell me that second ago. Is that funny, you douchebag?
Now, since I am from the clan of white trash, but not white trash enough to be in the clan. Thank you. I was taught that going to the dentist was only for very pretty girls and men that dance with other men, so... I went through my 20s with this rural-born dental work and then this busted-up section that when I smiled, made hockey players puke. And then one day the smell showed up. Oh, I was there. It was way worse than that. It was my brief time of celibacy, because, well, even I couldn't do me. But I was never alone because cadaver dogs would follow me home. Who's a good boy? Get up, you're okay. Get up, you're okay. So I had to get them fixed. And I went to the dentist, and he actually pulled out the broken ones all the way out to the root. And then he had to grind down the outside ones, and he built me a bridge 4 teeth wide. And he made sure to leave a space under it, so I could store food for the winter like a squirrel. And then I got a TV show. My contract said I had to get my teeth fixed because in the focus groups, I scared children. So I got veneers. Veneers are horrible. It's not great. They're just covers that go on your teeth. And I already have bad genetic teeth. Me getting veneers was like putting fresh drywall on an outhouse, pretty much. And the dentist that did them didn't do a very good job. And when I complained, and this is true, this is what he said, I'm sorry, I've been diagnosed schizophrenic. I'll do better next time. I'm on medication now. Yeah. So I didn't go to the dentist for a decade after that, because a lot of dentists won't sit for a psychiatric evaluation. And they were so bad, the veneers, they would just pop off randomly, you know? And I'm on the road doing comedy. I couldn't just go to the dentist, so I'm traveling. So I carried crazy glue in my pocket all the time. Yes, and I'd be on the road, you know, going to a gig, you know, and one of my teeth would pop the fuck off. And I'd have to pull over to a convenience store bathroom and glue it back in, quite inconveniently. And so good about the times I glued my finger to my tooth, so I did some shows like that. See, it's funny, you're laughing. I actually had one pop off on stage one night. Yeah, right in these lights, it was a peak. And you'd think that losing a body part mid-joke would just stop the comedy. But I was in Texas. True story. And they were like, we love this dude, he's just like it. So I had to get fixed. I needed a new dentist. I made a list of what I wanted in a dentist. The guy did his job well. I was only hearing my voice and his. Found this great guy. He's Russian, ex-Russian military. I call him Dr. K, not his real name. But if you're gonna torture me, you should sound like a Bond villain, I think. And this dude brought Russian high-tech to my busted-up pile. He's like, by the way, I can fix everything that is wrong with your teeth. The American technology is so old. I replace your teeth with a Kevlar-infused material we use in ballistic armor and pool balls. You will be able to take bullet to the face, continue your show. Why would he get shot in the face during my show? I follow you on Twitter. I'm friends with the guy now, and I was talking to him one day. I was like, what happened when you got out of the Russian military? He goes, I was recruited by KGB. I'm like, holy crap, did you join? He goes, no. I said, oh, thank God. He goes, hardly. Had I joined KGB back then, I would be Russian oligarch right now with my own submarine. But I would have to kill many people. So being dentist, close enough. I get to put my toe in the death pool, I take it out, I shake it all about. I love your hokey pokey. And this dude over the years has replaced almost all my teeth, and that's why I exude a sexuality unmatched. Thank you, dude. But you couldn't fix my bridge, my busted up foretooth. He goes, you need to go to a dental surgeon. I cannot fix this. I am Russian, not Jesus, so I don't believe it. So he sends me to this Los Angeles-based Sudanese dental maxillofacial expert plastic surgeon guy. And you know, and I looked him up because I've had so many weird dentists. And this guy's on 3 different boards of hospitals on 2 different continents. And I realized, holy crap, to get my smile fixed, I'm going to have to move to a smaller house. And I go see him, and I explain my Miller Lite massacre. And he thinks for a second and goes, aren't those buttons twist off? I know that now, thank you. And he says, because there's been no teeth in this part of my jaw for a long time, that the bone in my jaw has been absorbed. Yeah, so use all your body parts, people. Turns out, they can be absorbed. And do not use this as an excuse to have sex with her, gentlemen. Come on, babe, it's going to get absorbed. She may turn and go, looks like it already has, and then... Third union required dick joke. Moving on. He tells me I need to do a bone graft. A bone graft? I just want to get my smile fixed. How much of a smaller house am I moving into? He says the bone graft has got to drill holes in my jaw. He's got to pull my upper molar that he says has been wandering. He said it was moving on the x-ray, so I nicknamed it Drifty. And he goes, here's what we need to do. I'm going to drill holes into your jaw. I'm going to pull it up a molar. Then I'm going to need to take some blood. I'm sorry, what? Shut up. I am talking to you right now. I'm going to separate the plasma. I will mix that with cadaver bone. We will make a paste, put that in to hold the titanium post, to hold the teeth that I need to bolt in. And I said, today? I got gigs, man. I can't just sit. And the dude laughs in my face like, no, this is going to take 6 months to a year. You will have plenty of time to move to a smaller house. So I planned the surgery, and I have to be honest, it was weird, but the cadaver bone thing freaked me out, because what they do is they take your plasma and they mix it with a dead person's bone. It's like a Crypt Keeper smoothie of some sort. And then they put it in the paste in the hole in your jaw, they sew it up, let it bake, and the whole time it's healing, by the way, it's kicking out little pieces of cadaver bone out your gum. Yeah, lady, yeah. What kind of new dental nightmare is this, pray tell? I get weird out of drinking out of people's water bottles. Now I get to suck on stranger skeleton for a year? What happened, man? You swallow a hair? Worse. And I said, whose cadaver bone are we using? And he goes, it does not matter. Any skeleton will do. And when I heard that, I thought, holy shit, I just solved racism. You know why? Because they didn't give me a Caucasian menu of cadaver bone. And they were like, well, Mr. Titus, looking at your paste, yes, would you like to pick something from the cracker menu, yes? Something from Sweden, Connecticut, maybe the Ron Howard lineage. You get that, right? If there was any difference in us at all, they have to do genetic testing or DNA mapping, so my jaw didn't reject the bone, but instead, they could just use any color, race, sex of person, and just jam it in your face. Currently, my jaw has more racial diversity than the entire Trump administration. Before we talk about skeleton bone on my face, though, I'd like to talk about white supremacy. Because science and fiction and fantasy is my favorite genre. There's no difference in any of us, except for the fact that some of us are too stupid to realize there's no difference in any of us. What happened to us, man? When did this rise up again? I see these guys protesting. Don't you want to just go for these white supremacist protesters and just go, guys, I got a question. Really? Do you really think you're the master race? Do you really think you're the supreme beings? Then I got another question. Because I believe a supreme being would take power from the that keeps everything on the planet alive, instead of always having to wear a swim shirt. White supremacy is such an oxymoron. Heavy on the moron, by the way. Seriously, really? And the guys that claim it, really?
Really? Are you the best examples of white supremacy, really?
In a case to prove white supremacy, we would call these guys in as witnesses for the prosecution. No, we're not going to ask you questions. Just talk. We'll get it. Listen, if you were supreme...
Thermal power.
Lee Wilkes Booth. Maybe you could have studied quantum physics like Katherine Johnson did. Katherine Johnson was the woman that figured out the math, yes, to get men to the moon and back.
There was 1,000 white dudes at NASA couldn't figure it out.
This black lady walked in and went, I wrote this on a napkin. Is this going to work for everybody? Yes.
If you were supreme, Grand Wizard Tucker Carlson Hitler,
maybe you could have finished college like Philip Emeagwali. Philip Emeagwali is a Nigerian dude who invented the world's fastest supercomputer. 3.6 billion calculations per second.
yes. And because of this amazing black man bubble, you now get to watch porn on your cell phone during your lunch break at the roofing job.
If you were supreme, Sean Ted Nugent Cruz Hannity, maybe you could walk the world with courage and calm. And wouldn't be so scared out of your mind all the time you needed to carry an AR-15 into it.
No number available. Press Uconnect phone button and say text message to read it. No number available. Press Uconnect phone button and say text message to read it.
I don't think a supreme being needs hollow point ammunition to protect his chili fries.
If you were supreme, Andrew Kyle Rittenhouse, Jim Jordan Jackson,
Maybe instead of trying to overthrow the government, you could just come up with some plans and ideas that would make the people that voted for you the first time vote for you again.
Yeah, it's weird, right? The GOP's got a problem right now. All right, guys, we need more minorities to vote for us, but
We hate minorities. Ideas?
if you were supreme, David Duke, James Woods, Mel Gibson,
Maybe you could be like James E. West, the black man invented this microphone. I'm currently ripping your ass on right now.
white supremacy? The people denying global warming can't go outside in it.
There's gonna be angry bacon sizzling on the beach as the oceans finally rise above them. Oh, that feels so much better.
If you were supreme, you could dunk.
If you were supreme, Brian Kemp, Brett Favre, Kramer, maybe you could live in a world that didn't threaten your sad belief that you were better than someone of another color. Let's go through history. Every race of people has done it as good as Whitey. Latinos, Asians, blacks, every single one has done it. I will say this, Whitey did steal their ideas most of the time and make the most profit of it. And that's critical race theory. And all those those people who did it better than white science, manufacturing, technology. Music! They all did it while they were being oppressed by one of these hamburger-eating, insurrection goatee-having diabetic strokes waiting to happen. So, to all you white supremacists, I'm going to issue you an invite right now. How about you put down the weapon, take off the tactical vest that doesn't even cover the bottom 4 inches of your bubble gun. Get an education, study some science, and then come join the rest of us here on the planet Earth. The planet, by the way, that's only 10% Caucasian. That's got to make you a butt pucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I know it feels like 98% Caucasian down at Blue Scoot and 9 down at the Hoedown Holler. Only 98% because there's always 2 Guatemalan busboys, goddammit. But on the planet, us alabaster Aryans are barely pushing 10%. How's that feel, Bryce? So to all you white supremacists, why don't you calm down? Stop thinking like this. You better start impregnating every pasty skank you can and start popping out crackers like the Saltine Company. Personally, I'm going to judge people on who they are, on their integrity, their character, and how they leave a green light. Go! So they're gonna put cadaver bone in my face. And I have to be honest, it was the weirdest thing I'd ever heard, and I kept nodding because it was a doctor. He just telling me the most horror show thing I could possibly imagine. We're gonna drill holes in your face, and then we're gonna take a dead person's bone, mix that up in a paste. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, you're gonna spackle my jolly zombie DNA. I got it. Sounds fine. Isn't it crazy what we agree to because a doctor said okay? All this stuff we just say it's okay. Imagine through history. Holy crap, before we had technology. All right, we're gonna put leeches on you. That'll suck the disease out. Okay. Hey, you're kind of crazy. We're gonna run electricity through your brain. Thank God I'm crazy then. Go for it. I'm so much better now! We'll do anything they say. Think of all the stuff you've taken just because they told you it was okay. And be clear, a doctor only needs a C- to become a doctor. Yeah, take a minute with that, fuckers. Take a minute with that. That's the weird jokes. People go, oh, whoa. That's why I don't go to a guy with just 1 framed certificate. My doctor will have 40 framed report cards. I want to see that weird semester where you got into mushrooms and didn't learn a whole lot. Like, dude, what are you supposed to know right here that you don't know? Because this is a lot of electives. Imagine the stuff. Imagine what you've taken just because your doctor said take it. Diabetes medication. My father took blood thinners. He bumped into anything, he started bleeding. Oh, vampires loved him. You'll take anything, man. Gentlemen, if your man is a little slow in the uptake, you'll pop a Viagra without even thinking about the side effects, man, to reanimate that dead soldier. And Viagra has horrible side effects. And be clear, gentlemen, Viagra gives you a zombie penis. That ain't you. Wrap your minds around that, ladies. It actually turns it into a cadaver bone. Well, I've not gone over my union required dentures. My point is, we'll do anything they say. It's just weird. And what we will do and what we won't do. If this vaccine had given everybody bigger boobs and bigger dicks, we'd have hit herd immunity on week 1. That Tuesday. Instead, it just makes you not die. We had a third of the country refuse to wear little teats of fabric over their face to protect themselves and their fellow Americans, but they'll put silicone in our boobs, plastic in our butts, calves, and pecs, but won't take a vaccine to stop a disease that's killed 7 million people worldwide and 1 million in our own country. Do you see why the aliens don't land? Earth is the shitty convenience store bathroom of the universe. We are the Barstow of the universe. Sometimes you just gotta stop.
What? You didn't have to pee when we flew past Saturn? God damn it! All right, I'm gonna hover over Florida. I'm dropping you down. Don't talk to any rednecks and don't take their lips. Sorry, I watched too much Ancient Aliens. It was so bizarre to watch during the lockdown. They would interview these guys at rallies, and they're like, "You gonna take the vaccine?" Hell no. Do I look like some George Soros, Jew-worshipping, baby blood-drinking pedophile on his knees for Bill Gates and Illuminati? Do I? Ain't nobody injecting me with no tracking chip to control me. Hey man, my phone just said there's a Starbucks a quarter mile from here. You want some? Dude, did you check the user agreement on that phone? User agreement? Why? What are they gonna do? Sell me information? Every thought, what I like, what I don't like, gathers that information, bundles it, sells it to a third party so they can sift through it and send shit back to my phone that I gotta buy with money I don't have. Oh hell man, the 2022 truck nuts are coming out, hell yeah! Dude, they did Asian this year! I'm getting me that, oh my god, iPhone skull implant 13. I'm getting me that because I give 0 fucks! They did some studies. They found out that 26.4% of the people that refuse the vaccine won't take it because they believe the government is trying to track and or control them. And they know it's 24.6% because of the collected data from their cell phones.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish. But did you know?
Cell phones. To God, I wish I was making this up. I've been touring this country for a long time, since I was a teenager, and I knew we were stupid. I didn't know we were X Games stupid. We're pulling the 900 of stupid, man. All right, this is an actual poll. This is true. 4 or 5 months ago, they took a poll. They said 1 out of 5 people that refuse the vaccine won't take it because they believe the government is trying to control them. Couple of questions. A person who thinks of themselves far highly beyond any reason. Why you? Why control you? You work at TJ Maxx. Are you a secret agent shirt folder? Are you a Subway sandwich artist that also sells military secrets? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you kidding me? My God, control you people. How many people here have worked for at least 2 decades in their life? 2 decades in their life, right? Right. You had to go to work all the time, right? Did you go to work every Monday and stuff? Yeah. Are you a millionaire? Yeah. Did you have to go to work? He said, yeah, it's LA, fucker. I'm a millionaire. How else do you live here, asshole? Most people have to go back to work on Monday. Yeah, and they're not million. Yeah, do you? You have to go back? Yeah. By the way, yeah, that's control right there. And if you had a little extra money, what did you do? You went to football, baseball, basketball game with a bunch of like-minded people. I call them sheep. Football, baseball, basketball. Oh, sports doesn't control us? Okay. You showed up to the game with a bunch of like-minded people, and you're all wearing the same colored shit. And you're mad at the people across the court, and all they're doing is wearing different colored shit. You ever fill out loan paperwork? I just refinanced my house. Holy crap, they knew more about me than I knew. I got to page 12 and I'm like, when did I buy that and why didn't I pay for that? Every single one of us has 4 or 5 devices in our house, car, whatever, that you have to put all your information into all the time to buy a pair of shoes online. Yeah, you have to register. You have to log in. Please give us your email so we can track you constantly and send you shit forever that you're not going to buy anyway. And then after you put all that information in, then you put your credit card number in, then you put your PIN code in, they give you the freedom to buy Nikes that for some reason is injected with the blood of a rapper. Do you see why the aliens don't land?
Every time you hit a button, an algorithm makes make a check mark next to your name. They know your name, your address, your phone number. They know your blood type, your sperm count, your menstrual cycle calendar. Yeah, they do, ladies. It's not a joke, because you order that shit the same week every month off of Amazon. And I know you're thinking, my God, then why are they nicer about it? They know where your vacation, because you booked it. Oh, these pictures of you. And ladies, remember the little bachelor party you threw for your little cousin when she was 22 getting married, remember? And you gathered around. That video! Yeah, and now people in China are using your little cousin's face to deep fake porn. Do you hear how honest that joke was? You go, oh shit. She went, oh. Your car tracks you all the time. It's going to think of onboard diagnostics. You may not know this. It used to be like it would tell you what was wrong with the car. Now you go onboard diagnostic OBD4 tracks everything your car does, including tracks you on GPS. And it's just a little brain in your car that does that. Yeah. And if you get in a bad accident, they can plug in a recorder to that thing, and they can see how fast you're going, if you hit the brakes or not, if you're driving crazy. You can't even ride a Flow from Progressive anymore. And if you have a Tesla like me, I know damn well Elon Musk has a camera behind that rearview mirror watching me all the time to get my body motions down so he can build his robot army. And by the way, I would buy that robot in a second. Your phone tracks you. Even if you turn your cell phone tracking off, they can triangulate you on 3 different cell phone towers. And they know your cell phone is sitting in your lap giving you testicular cancer. I choose to believe this conspiracy because it hurts nobody and protects my testicular. But I truly believe my phone could give me a vasectomy without an app. Credit card tracks you. Yeah, you can just pick up the bill and see where you were. You may not know this, but if you put your PIN in at the point of sale and there's a crime nearby, they can actually go through those and find who you are and call you in as a witness. And you may not know this, but every time you go to a bank, ATM, and you get cash, they take a picture of you. How do I know this little tidbit?